Everybody.
Okay, we're starting to record. So now the way this works, it's my understanding, this is my first time to present on Zoom. So, but the way I understand it, we're going to archive this so that you'll be able to reference it like a year from now. If you want to go back and see what was on the sales meeting on November the 11th, 2025, then you could find it in the archives and you could pull it up and everything that we are going to be talking about from now until the meeting ends and what you'll be seeing, you'll be able to pull up. So that's a neat thing. So for the members that are the agents that who couldn't figure out how to get here, as I say, the meeting is going to be available for you to look back at any time. So anyway, and don't forget this today is Veterans Day. So make sure you find a veteran somewhere and thank him for his service, because a lot of them. I had breakfast at this morning, and I saw a veteran in there. He was all dressed up with his hat and everything. So I went over and tapped him on the shoulder and I said, "Thank you for your service." And he said, "Oh, thank you." So that's something that means a lot to them, to show them the respect. So, okay, so this is going to be the sales meeting, and what we're going to be covering today is, why isn't it moving? Oh, shoot. Anybody know anybody in Red Bay, Alabama? Okay, let me mute my phone here. Okay. How do I get to the next slide? Click. Oh, I've got to get out of the annotate, don't I? All right, here we go. All right, welcome to the first very well orchestrated Zoom meeting for Xeris. Hey, Patrick, welcome aboard.
Hey, welcome.
Okay, good to see you. You didn't miss anything. We just getting started. So, so this is the welcome slide. And,
Hey, Walt. This is Donnie. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Sure can.
Okay. I hadn't figured out the audio part yet, but I'll figure it out. I was trying to get my daughter to help me, but she got a little bit frustrated with me. So we'll have it down pat next meeting.
Okay. All righty. So this is a welcome. And this is going to be the agenda that we're going to be talking about. First of all, we welcomed everybody and made sure that you would thank a veteran today. Well, we're going to talk about some office updates. And let me stress that we are not going out of business. Actually, we're in better shape now than we've been in a long time. So if you hear a rumor that we're going out of business, no, we're not going out of business. But we'll talk about that in just a minute. Okay, we'll talk about the industry and kind of a market update, kind of what we see by talking to mortgage people, to people that have their ear to the ground, that the future of the housing industry is important to them, kind of what they're hearing and those kinds of things. As always, we can look for agent recruitment. I mean, that's something that we're always looking for is good agents. Because we feel like we have about the best contract out there. So that's why that's important to us. So if you find somebody that you're talking with at a closing or something like that, then invite them to a meeting, invite them to give me a call, and you might want to mention some of the perks that you get. Like you don't have to buy your own lock boxes; we loan them to you. Signs, you don't have to buy your signs. Yes, and then we'll be talking about some administrative stuff, okay? Like what Rhonda and Joan, what they have to put up with and ways that they can get around that so that they don't have to be bugging you about, you get your paperwork in correctly. Then we'll talk about sales and marketing and, kind of some things that, and this is where y'all can chime in as much as you want. What's going on in the marketplace out there. And then we'll have kind of like an open discussion period where we just kind of talk about whatever pops in your mind. And then we have Salesman of the Month, and we'll save that for the last. Okay. So let me get rid of these little thingy doos. You can do all kind of stuff with this Zoom. I'm just amazed. All right. So the next one is I have to undo the annotations. Okay. This is a big thing right here. I'm hearing some people saying, well, why are we moving into a smaller place? Well, because if the office, you've been in the office, I don't need that classroom anymore. We'll be talking about that in a little bit. But I don't need that classroom anymore because I've made arrangements to be able to conduct CEs in Huntsville. I've got a nice place there, and we've got all kind of office spaces here that we don't use. So we're kind of downsizing the Madison office, and we'll be talking about where it is. And we're going to be upsizing the Huntsville office. We're going to kind of try to turn that into the primary place, and hopefully we can. Pardon me. Hopefully we can find a place that we can lease or purchase that we'll have room for the agents, all of the files that we need to keep, and also a classroom that I can teach up to about maybe 20 or 30 people or CEs. And as you probably know, the CEs, the season is toward the end of the even year. So we're fixing to come up on it. So I'm going to be teaching 5 classes every month, and the 5 classes are everything that you need to renew your license when the license renewal period comes up in September and October. So we'll be talking about that. Did you get on board? Okay. Don't know what happened to Rhonda, but okay. Let me see. Oh, here we go. All right. This is going to be the new Xeris office in Madison. The address is 3776 Sullivan Street, Madison, same zip code, and it's Suite G. I'm going to be making that change within the next couple of days with the Alabama Real Estate Commission. So, and I'll be making that change there's Rhonda. Hey, Miss Rhonda. Can you hear me, Rhonda?
She's muted.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let me go ahead and finish. But this is our new building right here. Now, Sullivan Street, if you turn in off of the 565 interstate out there, you're turning on Wall Triana. But the minute you cross the Madison Boulevard, that turns into Sullivan Street. So when you're going up Sullivan Street, or which is actually the Wall Triana Street, a road, whatever, it's once you pass the intersection on Madison Boulevard, the next light is going to be West Dublin. So, and we're right there on West Dublin. So you turn into where it says West Dublin, and on your left will be this office building right here. This whole facility right here. We have the upstairs. In other words, we're going to have stairs. The upstairs, and this is the office space that we're going to have right here. Okay, we're going to have. This is where Custom Property is moving with us. So this is where Damon is going to be in this office right here. This is where Crystal is going to be. And then this is where I'm going to be. This is going to be my office, and this is going to be my annex right here. This is where we're going to have the signs, the computer set up, all kind of stuff in there. And then we've got some storage space that's available. So we've got room for stuff that we don't use that often to kind of put back. Ashley is going to be right in here. And so she's going to be the one that kind of welcomes people as they come in. So we don't need to have somebody up at the front desk. So those days are over with. We don't need anybody up front. So now, if you want to make sure, let's say that you're bringing in paperwork or something like that. If you want to make sure I'm there, give me a text or a call. Okay, give me a little bit of warning because I may not be in the office. I may be out teaching a CE or something like that. And we're going to have a little drop box out in front of my office that you can put it in. In other words, there'll be a central place for people that are dropping off closings or listings or any kind of paperwork. And then we'll take care of it. Now, if you drop off a closing, okay, make sure that I know that you're going to be bringing a closing in, because I know how to write checks. I know how to deposit it. If you're on the direct deposit, I know how to direct deposit into your checking account, or I know how to, calculate the commissions and all that kind of stuff. So I can write you a check there at the Madison office.
And he knows how to ask Joan or Rhonda what to do, right? If it's a question on a close.
Yeah, he better.
Oh, I love my wife. I tell you what. She gives me permission to wear the pants in the family. So anyway, yeah, I do have these two resources, both Rhonda and Joan, if I can't remember how to do something. But one thing I do is I've got a little checklist. I write a checklist. So
They ain't making no more land.
I'm hoping that, especially on closings, won't even have to refer to that anymore, because I'm doing so many closing calculations. So anyway, Miss Rhonda, welcome. I didn't have a chance to welcome you. How's the baby doing?
He's over there playing with the blinds.
Oh, okay. He's going to be a real estate agent when he grows up, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
All right. But anyway, any questions about the office? Okay. If you have some kind of a mental episode, this space over here is for behavior management. It's for people that have problems dealing with society, with bad customers, with bad closings. But anyway, no, I'm joking. But that is we've got people next to us over here, and then on this side over here, we've got some people that buy houses to flip them. So I've already introduced them and told them that we're moving in over there. So if you run across somebody, I'm hoping we can get kind of a working relationship with them. But I'm hoping we can get some kind of working relationship with them over there. So we'll see. Okay, any questions on 3776 Sullivan Street, Suite G? Any questions?
So you'll have a lockbox outside the office, right?
Yes, we'll have a lockbox just like here. We'll have a lockbox outside the office.
Okay.
And I think probably, the custom property is normally there for like from 9 o'clock until about 3 in the afternoon. And as I say, I'll be kind of in and out quite a bit, especially with the CE teaching season coming up. The builders and people like that that want to attract agents to their subdivisions or to their venues, whatever they want to do. They invite me to come teach a continuing education class. And so that brings into like subdivisions where they're having a hard time attracting agents to see what they have on the ground. This is a good draw for them. So I'll go teach a CE there, and agents will come out there and say, "Ooh, look at all these wonderful houses that they've got on the ground out here." So anyway, any questions about the Huntsville office? I'll back up. The Madison office. Okay. Remember, you can always go back and pull this out of the archives. So if you don't remember anything that I say today, you can go back.
You may want to mention the final move is Friday. We're still on Madison Boulevard, but y'all are moving Friday, right? And then Monday it'll officially be full staffed.
Yeah. Friday is the move day. This is when we're going to be moving all of the furniture from here to our new office space over here. Now we've got until the end of the month. So if you come in the Madison office, you're still going to be open until the end of the month. You're going to see a lot of stuff just laying around the office, and but the furniture won't be here. What furniture is left, I'll be moving. It'll be just ours, but I'll be moving it somewhere. And I also have a roll top desk, now that I'm thinking about it, here that I'm going to either give away or throw away, one of the two. So You may have seen it in the back of the office, back in the classroom. But if you know of anybody that wants a roll top desk, I hate to just throw it away,
Yeah.
but I don't have any place for it. So, and it's free. I don't deliver it. It's kind of heavy, but I don't deliver it, but it's available for somebody to come pick up. Okay. What have I left out? Miss Rhonda, Miss Jones? You're muted, Rhonda. You need to unmute yourself. You're still muted. Can we unmute her from here? Can you hear me, Rhonda? Do you know where to click to unmute?
Where'd she go?
I was hearing you a minute ago.
Who is that, Walt?
Do what?
I'm finna say I'll take that desk if anybody want it.
Rhonda, can you hear us?
Can you turn your, well, you're still muted. It's still showing you as muted. Do you know where to click to unmute yourself? I see your lips moving, but I don't hear anything. You're still muted. Oh, I
Click
can hear you
anywhere in
yelling
the
from here.
gray.
Do what?
Click somewhere in the gray and it'll come down there on your left audio. It's not working.
Oh, wait. Okay. All righty. Well, Rhonda, work on it, but I'm not sure what. Let me see. Well, I don't see a way to unmute you from here, so we can't do it. Okay, all right. Okay, we'll work on that, Rhonda. If you can get unmuted, then we would appreciate it because you've got some information that we need. Okay, no question. Any more questions on the Madison office? All righty. We have the industry and market update. As you probably know, Space Force is coming. That's that was officially announced. Now it's not going to be 30,000 people showing up on one weekend. This is going to be over a period of years
Click anywhere in the gray.
that the Space Force is going to be.
Click over in the gray or black or move your.
Do it now.
She's something wrong.
Oh, okay. So, because it's going to be a gradual thing over years. This is a Space Force. It's not. There's another government entity, and I've forgotten what it is, but it's a space. It's more the military type things. So I think they're still going to be in a way identifying how they fit in the scheme of things when it comes to the federal government. So also, I think that when Trump has a chance to fire or he retires.
Okay, I halfway got you back. I'll let you go.
Oh, there we go. There's Miss Rhonda. Can
Yeah,
you hear us now?
yes, I could
Okay.
hear you. I just couldn't see you.
Okay. So we're back talking to each other now, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do you have anything else about well, this will be coming up, paperwork and stuff like that. Anything about the Madison office? You know, you're the one that's training me on how to write checks, calculate commissions, deposit them.
Yeah, yes.
Am I doing good?
You were doing good so far. You were doing good so far, but I would advise the agents that, you know, when they have a closing, if it's in Huntsville, just drop it off at the Huntsville office. It'll make it quicker. And to make sure you have auto deposit. That would make it much, much simpler and quicker.
Yeah. Make sure. And Ron, by the way, in Dot Loop, do we have the Xeris specific forms in there? Like the checklist? Huh?
Like the ADOP,
ADOP, the checklist?
we have that in Xeris Family.
Okay, but so it is available online.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Okay.
have shown them how they can put it into their own dot loop folder.
Can we put it in dot loop? Is there a way that we can drop like the checklist thing in there that's just specific to us, just like the ADOP? If that's in there, how did that get
Well,
in?
if agents know how to put a form into dot loop, you know how you browse and then you pull a form off of your laptop and put it into dot loop? That's how they can do it.
Well, why can't we do that and put it in dot loop?
Well, I would have to figure out because there's so many, I guess I could put it in a Xeris dot loop, but that they would have to go into that and then put it in their own.
And
Well, how did you get it? How did you get the ADOP in there?
about the volume. It just
I-
plain because it's government stuff.
Well, we'll figure that out later. Okay.
Yeah,
But it would be, if we could get that in there, that would be helpful. So we can have all of the forms in one place when you're doing, doing a dot loop transaction.
the forms are in the Xeris family under files.
Government, he said the government give me more money than I can make farms.
So they could pull them from that, put them on their laptop and put them in their own dot loop. But I'll show you next time at work.
Okay. All right. Well, enough on that. Okay, so as I was saying, Space Force is not going to be coming all 30,000 coming in here in one weekend. So, and then as I was starting off saying, the head of the feds up there, once he gets fired or is replaced, I'm sure that Trump is going to drop the Fed rates dramatically. When he does that, the mortgage rates are going to start dropping dramatically. So hopefully we'll be back into, and we've got a shortage of housing here now. So maybe we'll get back into those days when, of about 4 years ago, when you could list a property and about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you'd have 10 offers on it.
Mhm.
And then, of course, what that means is you're going to have to prepare a net sheet for every one of those offers. You're going to have to explain every one of those offers to your seller. So it's going to get back into those complicated days, but business will pick up dramatically when the interest rates drop.
Hey, Walt.
Yeah.
Hey, can I share some information right quick on a checklist? You were talking about the checklist. I'm a little bit behind in the conversation, but you were talking about the paperwork checklist.
Yeah.
I have turned the paperwork checklist into an Excel form, and it's on my desktop. And so when I first start the paperwork stream, I use that, save it into a file for that client's transaction on my desktop. And then as each step occurs, I just update that same thing instead of rewriting it over and over again. So if anybody would like me to send a copy of that to them, I can do that. Like I said, it's an Excel form and it's easily modifiable.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, that's great. Yeah, I've seen your work, Rick. You do. You're one of the most organized agents I think I've ever seen.
Well, thanks for the compliment, but it keeps you on track and it keeps Rhonda from chasing you down.
Yeah. Yeah. And Joan especially, you don't want Joan tracking you down. She's after you like a hound dog.
Yeah.
With teeth.
Well, thanks.
Okay, Rick. Thank you. Okay. Anybody else have anything they've heard on the industry, interest rates? There's a lot of new bills going on out there, and something I'm going to mention a little bit later on is if you're not a member of the Builders Association, Huntsville Madison County Builders Association, it only costs you about $25 to join. And if you take the CE where that I teach, which is Introduction to New Construction, that teaches you how to be a sitting agent. So you could call up somebody and go rub shoulders with them, the builders, and say, look, I'm qualified. If you need a sitter, I'm qualified to sit your subdivision. You're not going to make a lot of money off of that. However, the people that come in there are active buyers. So let's say that you've done everything you can to present that subdivision, then you can tell them, look, I'm an independent agent and I can represent you in both new construction and existing homes. So if you see anything that you like out there, here's my card and I'd love to hear from you type conversation with them. Okay. Anything else you're hearing out there?
Well, how about the new thing? Sherry was actually the one that first brought it up to me about that forewarn. It's a free thing that we're getting now through the MLS.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. You mentioned that to me the other day and I haven't had a chance to look into it to see what it is.
Sherry, do you want to let them know? Is Sherry still there with us? Oh, maybe she got off. Okay, well.
No, Walt muted me.
Oh,
He
okay.
thought it was
I
me
would never
making all the
mute you.
noise.
Sherry, don't accuse me of something like that. I'm kidding.
Yeah, when you sign into the MLS, it tells you to go and put these other MLSs in your search bar.
Mhm.
I forget what they are. It's the one in Georgia and another one. Once you put them in and do a search, you get another notification or an email for this thing called Forewarn. And it's all free. And when you sign up through their MLS for this Forewarn, you download the app, you create the account, and then download the app. And you can take and put a person's phone number in there, and it tells you quite a bit about that person before you go to meet them.
About their mortgages,
Yeah, the mortgages, any bankruptcies,
criminal.
criminal, all kinds of stuff. Yeah,
Wow.
pretty interesting.
Now, is this the one that gives you access to like Georgia's
Yes,
MLSs?
yes.
Okay, so you can get into any of like Birmingham? Are we
Yes,
connected with Birmingham again?
yes, but you have to go in manually and put it in there. Put it in the, let me see what they're called. Hang on. It's the Valley MLS, the Greater Alabama MLS, or FMLS. And you put all those in your search bar. And when you do that search, somehow I think it like flags something and they'll send you an email for the forewarn system.
Okay.
That's how it happened with me.
Well,
And I got it and I like it.
Is it pretty easy to navigate?
Yes, it's very easy.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So it's kind of self-explanatory once you start on it.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, good deal.
Those MLS names again?
Let's see, Valley MLS, Greater Alabama MLS, or FMLS. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it right there?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I had to print it off so I'd make sure and have it.
Okay, all right. Anything else before we move on?
Did you mention anything about the CE classes starting in January?
That's coming up.
Okay.
But I'll go ahead and cover it
I
right
jumped
now
ahead.
since you have unmuted yourself. Okay. Yeah, beginning in January, every month, I'm going to be teaching 5 CE classes. Now, those 5 classes are going to be everything that you need to renew your license next September. And also, the Code of Ethics is going to allow you to, for like HAR, to put into the National Association of Realtors register that you have completed your ethics training requirement. So you're getting a twofer on that one. You get 3 hours of CE credit with the Alabama Real Estate Commission, and then you get a completion for the training for the ethics training for the National Association of Realtors. And that's all contained in one CE, 3-hour CE, which is ethics. And then, of course, I'll be teaching a forms class, the usual type things, and also teaching both required classes for if you are an agent. I'll be teaching what's required by every real estate agent in the state of Alabama, which is called the salesperson's risk management from first contact to closing. And then also I'll be teaching the broker's risk management. And that if you have brokers on your license, it could be an associate broker, qualifying broker, whatever. If it says if you have broker on your license, you have to take that class. It's going to be mandatory. So So anyway, we're going to cover everything. If you take all 5 of those classes, you will do everything to renew your license. Even if you have broker on your license and you don't need that, you'll still get a 3-hour CE credit for taking it. So that makes sense. And I'll be doing that every month until the renewal season's over with, which will be next September, October timeframe.
And where are we having them at?
Okay, I'm going to be, we're going to, if you've ever closed with Mike Brodowski, Bank 24 or 47, I'm sorry, Bank 47 has occupied that entire first floor down there. They have a real nice boardroom that will accommodate about 20 people, maybe 25. And it already has all the setup for a big screen TV. There's enough room, as I say, for people to sit down and have a hard writing space in front of them. So, and I'll get that address and send it out. It'll be on the when I set up the CEs. That'll be on the email that I send out. Of course, y'all are all going to be on the email. So, any questions on that, on the continuing education? All righty. Moving right along, agent recruitment. We've got, and I'm not looking so much for people that are just fresh out of pre-license school. And by the way, pre-license after this year, next year, pre-license is not going to be a 60-hour course anymore. You're going to have to take a pre-license 1, which is 60 hours, and then you take a post pre-license class, which is going to be 30 hours. So now you're up to 90. Now you're still not ready. You can't be a real estate agent yet. Then you have to take the post license. Post license. I think it's 30 hours. I forgot. I think it's 30 hours. So you're going to have to take 90 hours of education before you can be a licensed real estate agent. And they're changing some of the requirements on there, especially for the qualifying brokers, Rhonda. About when people are onboarded, we're going to have to give them a training orientation type thing. I ran across some old things when I used to teach, when I used to onboard for Rise Real Estate. I ran across some things there, so we pretty well got it down in terms of what to talk about. But I'll show you the copy that I ran across.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else on agent recruitment? Okay. There's a program that Rhonda came up with that when it comes to agent recruitment, that you can give them a free CE. Let's say that you run across somebody and say, well, I don't know Walt, I don't know anything about Xeris, but I've been curious about it. Then you can give them a little certificate that says this is good for 1 3-hour continuing education class. And I'll sign that, or Rhonda could sign it. And that way they could get to know, me, they get to know, I talk a little bit about Xeris and those kind of things. So we got a lot of ways that we can attract agents. The only thing that we're really, really lacking right now, which is we're going to kind of clean up, is what things do we have that would be of a benefit to them that they have to pay for now. Things like signs. Most people have to buy their own signs. Lock boxes. We loan you lock boxes. Pardon me?
E&O insurance.
Oh, what now?
E&O insurance.
E&O insurance. Your first 500 cards printed free. So anyway. All righty. Anything else on agent recruitment? Okay. Everybody has to have one agent come talk to me by the end of this week. All righty. Moving right along. Continuing education. There's going to be 5 classes in January. Okay. If you take all 5 of those, and they're all going to be during the day, by the way. There won't be any weekend or night classes, so we're gonna have to do it during the day. But I'll be teaching those 5 classes, and if you take all 5 of them, that's everything you need to do to renew your license next in the 26 renewal period. Okay, and I'll be sending out when I get it scheduled, and I put them into CMAP, or Joan puts them into CMAP. Then I'll be sending out where it's going to be, what the class is, and all that kind of stuff. So, Miss Joan, you have anything to say about that?
Remember, agents, free classes, we charge for other agents to take a class, but it's free to get those credits through us.
Yeah. No, that's a good thing. If you're a Xeris agent, your CE classes are free. So that's another perk that that a lot of other companies don't have. Okay. Anything else on CEs? And this season's coming up. Okay. Marketing and sales assistant. Okay. Is there anything? I think everybody knows that if you need any help when it comes to measuring the square footage of a house, all right, I'm a certified house measurement specialist. So, and you can put that in when you're entering the source of the square footage in the MLS on your listing. You can put that right in where it says appraiser measured / certified home measurer measured. So it goes right along in there with the same status as if an appraiser went out and measured the square footage. If you want to have your pictures taken of your listing, I'd be more than happy to help you with those. Okay, I've got a camera that does a pretty good job and kind of know how to take pictures of a listing and you know, how to present it in a picture form. So those are 2 things that you have available to you. And then lastly is if you need some drone shots. Now, one thing I've learned in flying the drone is if it's just in a subdivision and you've got a lot of houses right next to it, I can't take a picture, I can't photograph or videotape their property without their permission. So it's a pain just to go straight up with the drone, get right over the property and not show adjacent properties. And especially if there's a lot of trees in there, I can't do it. In other words, the drones are, you know, I can maneuver them, but trying to find those limbs that are, you know, down in the way and things like that. So those are the 2 limitations that I really have when it comes to the drone. But if you've got like a farm or something like that, that you want a nice shot of the entire 30 acres or whatever, I can fly over any of those 30 acres. You know, let's say there's a pond, I can zoom in on that. Let's say there's a barn, I can zoom in on that. And let's just say it's vacant land and you want to know, well, is there any hardwood on there? Because hardwood is getting to be real expensive, and to go out and what's called survey and get a quote on let's say you got about 20 acres of hardwood. I mean, you're looking at maybe $20,000-$30,000 of value on that land. So, and a drone would point that out to you. So, okay. Anything else we might be able to do for you that you can think of?
Speaking about the square footage, HAR recently sent out in one of their emails and they had mentioned the square footage again and said that they may start auditing or they will audit for square footage. So be prepared to show how you got your square footage. So if it's realtor measured, you better have a sketch. But also it had that weird one, CASA something, and I've never tried it, that apparently now we can use. Has any of the other agents used that to measure the square footage?
So I had an agent before I became an agent who used it, and it was about 4 or 5% lower than the hand measured method. So if you use it with caution.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering because I didn't know anyone who have used it and I haven't played with it.
It does a good sketch, you know, for the layout. like if you want the rooms and things like that, it does a good job of that from the inside. But when it comes to see all the measurements, and this is according to ANSI, which is what American National Scientific Standards Industry, or whatever it is, Institute, for the appraisers, all the measurements have to be on the outside of the building. Cuba Casa doesn't do that.
Oh,
That's
well,
why.
that makes sense why it would be less then.
Do it now.
I said that makes sense why the square footage would be less.
Yeah.
Using that.
And also because, I mean, it can't figure out where, let's say, if you got 4-side brick, that's going to be more square footage than if you have 4-side vinyl siding. So because of that extra little, and you can make all the difference in the world with Cuba Casa. And let's say that that it misses something on the outside. Let's say that you've got a building or something, a doorway going to something that's attached to your garage, for example, and it meets all the standards for being a measurable square footage room, then Cuba Casa wouldn't catch that. So there's a lot of things that Cuba Casa can do. It does a great job in the layout, but when it comes to measuring the square footage, I'm surprised that they let
that's what I was wondering.
Let that be entered. So anyway, if it works for you, that's fine.
Okay.
But remember, I'll go out and measure it for you free. So, okay. Anything else? What else can we help you with?
You can help them.
Let me see if I can get you to help me. If you have any for sale signs, directional signs, open house signs, it seems like I spend about $2,000 a year replacing signs.
We have signs at the Huntsville office.
You have what?
We have signs at the Huntsville office.
Okay, well, we're running low at the Madison office, so I may come steal some from you.
Okay.
Okay.
But if everyone would return their signs, it would help.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, moving right along. We're now into open discussion. Obviously, that's what it says on the screen. So this is where anything you've got on your mind or anything like that, let's kind of cuss and discuss it, if you will. Is there anything that you'd like to change at Xeris? And don't say a better looking qualifying broker.
I didn't say a word.
Okay, I'm kidding.
Well, while you do need, there's some rumors going around that's gotten back to me that some of the agents thinks that we're downsizing, so you're slowly closing Xeris.
Okay, you missed that part at the very beginning.
Oh, I wasn't at the very beginning. Okay,
Yeah,
you covered it.
I stated very clearly that we are not closing. We're doing great. And the reason we're downsizing is because I don't need the classroom anymore, the big space that takes up. And we've got about 4 offices and that we don't use. So we're kind of condensing down to a smaller office space, but it's still going to be just as functional. Because like I say, Rhonda's teaching me how to calculate the commission checks and what paperwork's required when, and if Rhonda doesn't go after you, Joan will. And she's, like I say, she's like a bulldog. She'll come after you.
Moving on.
Do what?
Moving on.
Okay. All righty. Let's see what's next. Salesperson of the month.
Yeah, we do have salesperson of the month for October. And it is Rick.
Riccio. All right. Congratulations. All right.
Not only is Rick doing great in real estate, but he has also helped out and put forth great effort in helping the business, coming up with ideas, helping new agents, and being a teacher. So he's really been an asset.
Yeah. And as I say, Rick will show you how to be organized. I can assure you that. He helped Julie quite a bit. I mean, that was her first introduction when she got out of pre-license class. Her first introduction was to Riccio, and she learned a lot from Rick. and I think they still partner. I'm not sure.
We do.
Okay, good deal.
Yay,
All right.
Rick.
He's very generous with, rather than just teaching you, he will also give you a part of the commission, which is more than generous for the education alone is worth it, the price of entry. So
Hey,
Mm.
back off.
I
He's
call it my
like-
earn while you learn program.
Yeah, that's good.
all righty, Rick, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You deserve it. Oops, what have I done?
You're at the end of your
Oh,
session.
is that the end? Okay, we need to put a the end on there or
Yes,
something.
sir.
Okay,
The end.
okay. This,
Agenda.
Okay.
Paperwork, can we mention one more time, paperwork?
paperwork.
Sometimes we get a listing or something emailed to us and it's 3 of the 5, and then 2 days later we get another document, and sometimes we trace people down at a closing and say they can't get their closing check because they did not send in paperwork. So I know it's a pain, but please remember to go down that paperwork checklist, and if you can turn it in all at one time, that helps too.
Mhm. But if you don't turn it in,
No, wait, back up. That story, true story.
oh yeah, I know what
We
you're
had
gonna
an
say.
agent one time that came in with a listing. I mean, all the paperwork was there for the listing. Also, in addition to the listing, she came in with the contract, complete with earnest money. Also, she came in with the closing, complete with the check from the attorney, all in one drop off.
She waited till she got all the paperwork.
Uh-huh.
So we had a little discussion with her about, this is not the way it's supposed to work. So
All the paperwork for the listing, all
Yeah.
the paperwork for the contract,
yeah.
all the paperwork for the closing.
By the way, one of the other things that she had was the earnest money.
Mhm.
That earnest money will get your license pulled real fast. So I tell people to treat earnest money like kryptonite. If you touch it and treat it wrong, your career is over. That's one of the things that the Real Estate Commission does not have a sense of humor about. So, okay. Well, let's just recap. We welcomed everybody. The office updates. We are not closing. Please tell anybody, if anybody says, what are they doing? Are we okay? We're doing fine. We're doing better than we have in a long time. So, industry market update. We tried to cover that. Agent recruitment, continuing education, administrative discussions, sales and marketing assistance, open discussion, salesman of the month. Anything we missed? This is the first, like I say, this is the first time we have done a Zoom meeting, and I'd really like some feedback from y'all today in terms of, do you like it? Do you like the way it's formatted? If we can get more people in here, that would be good as well.
And
So-
let everybody know you're gonna post somewhere about how they can pull up the people that missed the meeting. That there will be a recording, and you're going to send out an email about that, right?
Yes. My Zoom assistant over here is shaking her head yes. So
How many people showed up for the meeting? I don't know.
12.
12.
There's
Well-
12 participants.
Okay, did Marcia make it? I know she was gonna try.
No.
Okay. I told her she could look it up later if she couldn't figure out, because her daughter was gonna help her, but then her daughter couldn't come over to help her.
Okay, yeah, okay. But yeah, encourage. Well, give me some feedback. Do you like it? Yes,
I
no.
like
maybe?
it.
I love it.
Love
do.
it, David. I
I
didn't.
do.
Hey, I didn't know David was there.
I didn't
Yeah.
either.
Hey, there's some tricks you can use for Zoom as well. If you wanted to share a document to the people who are in attendance, you can share documents through chat. So the person who held up that piece of paper to the
Sharing.
mic, to the
Yeah.
camera,
Okay.
you can actually share that to the group using chat. So if you click on chat down at the bottom,
Through Zoom?
yes, there's a chat button. You'll see participants and then chat. Do you see
I
that?
see that.
Yeah.
And then in the box that pops up, there's 4 things you can do. There's format, there's emoji, and then there's a thing called files. If you click on files and then your computer, you can choose the document that you want to share to the group. It's just that simple.
and the group can grab that document and then save it to their computer, do whatever they need to do with that document.
Okay, and it'd be archived on the meeting during the meeting, so somebody that would show up on.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. I like
Or
it.
if you guys want to set up Google Drive or anything like that to share documents into.
Okay. Any other feedback? Give me some bad feedback. I don't want all the good stuff. I want to know what you don't like about it.
It took me a few minutes to get into it. I looked at the little invitation that we did yesterday.
Yeah.
And I clicked on it, I got into it, and it said, this meeting was yesterday. And I'm like, okay, I went back and the same thing happened. And then I'm like, okay, I just had to go further back in my email.
Yeah.
Because the one you sent me yesterday, I guess was just for yesterday.
We'll fix that.
Yeah. I saved the email I had from a couple weeks ago when y'all sent it
Yeah,
out.
I had to go back a few
Yeah.
before I could find the right
Okay.
one.
So you got the
Yeah.
invite to this meeting, and then we had that practice meeting in
Yesterday, yeah, and
Yeah, I didn't get
all
that.
right, I
We'll
see.
send
So,
it as a calendar invite next time.
yeah, Julie said she will send a calendar invite. What
We'll
does
send
that
it as
mean?
a calendar invite, so it'll, if you use an electronic calendar, like Google Calendar or Yahoo Calendar, whatever, it'll show up in your calendar, it'll remind you, and you just click from the meeting invite.
Okay. So from your calendar, you could join the meeting?
Yep.
Okay.
You're getting there.
As you can probably, Ms. Pollard, you would have something? Okay. All right.
Did you found it, Donnie, didn't you?
Do it now.
Yes, I got that form and I created a file on my laptop that said Zero's Families Forms and I stuck it in there.
Yay.
Oh, through the messenger that
Yep.
y'all just told us about, I just put the ADOP on that as a file.
And I grabbed it.
And Donnie just grabbed it. So we're checking it out right now. The messenger thing works.
Yep.
Okay. Good. Well, all
And you
right.
can
Well,
communicate through,
Good.
you can communicate privately through each other too, in chat. That's what I did earlier when I was trying to get Rhonda to unmute. I sent her a chat message to say, hey, unmute. Walt needs you.
Yeah, I
So-
don't know what happened to my screen. I didn't even have the screen to see where the unmute was.
okay. All right, my special assistant over here, you're taking all this down? Okay, she said that she would handle everything that we talked about.
Yeah, I think this Zoom looks different on everybody's computer because the unmute comes up on my computer as a little blue button. So I think it's different probably based on whatever browser you're using.
Okay.
That's
Did you
true.
understand what you were saying?
I think the Zoom,
Mac, if you're on an
I think the Zoom that if you've experienced is like a different phone, different computer, different view, is you can go back to your setup to set up the view you like. You can set up the view with all the participants. You can see them. You can set up just the speaker. You have to go to the setup and spend the time to look around to play around this app. You will know.
I want to view it.
Okay. All right. Well, we're in the learning process, so anything that you think of afterwards, just let us know and we'll change it. Did you like the format of when kind of that format that I went through for the meeting? Is there anything you'd like to see different in that? In other words, like where we're going through the industry, the CEs, the paperwork, the blah, blah, blah. Anything else that you'd like to see in the agenda?
Good.
And Walt, how soon would you have the CE classes for each month? How in advance notice will we have for the classes?
I'll have them before the end of, and I don't like to start them right at the beginning of the month. So somewhere toward the end of the month, just before when I'll be teaching the CEs, I'll be sending it out. Now I send it out. That's to a different group of people. I've got the list of 4,700 real estate agents that are in the MLS that I send it out to. So if you used to get my emails from there, I haven't sent them out in a while, then you'll be getting another invite to the or announcement on the CEs that I'm going to be teaching. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. All right. But you'll get about at least 2 weeks notice.
Okay, that sounds great.
Okay. All righty. I guess I could put in there what the 5 CE classes I'm teaching are. But let me encourage you, if you haven't taken the Introduction to New Construction, take that, because you never know when somebody wants to look at, let's say, some new houses. This will give you the ability to talk to them intelligently rather than just thinking, well, this is just like an existing home, and it's not. What happens is you'll fill out your offer on your little form with 6 pages, and you'll present that to the builder, and the builder will give you a counter offer. That counter offer can be up to 67 pages long. It'd be nice for you to know what's in there, what's important for your client to get from it. And if you take that CE class, then you're going to be able to answer most of the questions that you're going to run across when it comes to new construction. Okay. Well, I'm looking at the clock on the wall, and it says we've got about 2 minutes left. So anybody have anything they want to fill in for the next 2 minutes? Anybody have a good joke?
No, but I like David Roper's apprentice up there. Did you see the dog check it out? That's cute.
No, show us, David. Oh, how sweet. What kind is he?
Spoiled.
Bold.
Got a big tongue.
Good deal.
He's my little puppy.
Yeah.
He's 100-pound lab.
Just as a general thing, though, we if you've ever we had a little dog named Jack, and Jack passed away last weekend. So we're minus one dog. So if you know of anybody that has not a puppy, but a dog that not a big dog, but somewhere medium sized down. If you know of anybody that has one that they can't keep anymore, or because we're going to start going around to the adoption centers, the rescue people. So if you know of anybody that has a nice dog that they want to give to another family, then we're looking for one. I guess that's the best way to put it. All righty. Anything else? Well, thank y'all so much for showing up for the Zoom meeting. We had 14 people, so that was very good, and the input was wonderful. Like Daphne, that was good information you came out with, and that's what this is all about. Is communicating between the Xeris agents, and when one does good, everybody does good. So thanks again for coming, and we'll see you next month on this same venue, and hopefully we'll have it a little bit smoother next month. So
Thank you.
have a good day.
Thank you.
Talk to you later. Oh, look at Daphne's cat.
Good day.
Oh, my fat cat.
What's his name? Her name?
Cupid.
Who?
Bit.
Cupid.
Number 2, Cupid.
Okay, that's cute. Okay.
I call him a grumpy old man. He's almost 10.
Oh, wow.
Well, they appreciate all that's sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck, everybody. And if we can do anything to help you, give us a call. We're fixing to sign off now. So,
Tell
good luck.
Julie thank you for all the help.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone.
She's
Thank
doing
you.
it. So, can you turn yourself on? There we go.
Hey, Walt,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not going to send you an email about the experience. It was great. I'll just tell you. So it was great. I love this. I was running behind this morning, so it made it very convenient. So now I can do my next errand.
All right, Donnie. Well, I appreciate that. Remember, you can always go back in the archives and pull up any kind of meeting that we have. I may try
Absolutely.
CEs later on,
I think he asked
Yeah.
you.
but that takes a special approval by the Real Estate Commission and then the National Education folks. They have to give their blessings to it. So
Well, I think this was a good meeting. I like this. I like doing this. It is very professional and we're moving on up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying. We're
Yeah.
trying.
all righty. Well, thanks everybody, and we'll see you next month, and hopefully before then with some listings, closings,
Yes.
questions, things
Be
like that.
busy.
So, 'cause that's what we're here for. So y'all take care.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.